Welcome to Next Play, and man, the leaks never seem to end with the Switch 2. Last week we got to see the motherboard, and this week we finally get to see what just might be the Switch 2 Joy-Con. Even with all these leaks, we still don't know when Nintendo will officially be announcing the Switch 2, so these leaks are all we have to go on, and with all these leaks we can kinda already see it looks like a Switch. Let's start off with the looks of this Joy-Con. It has some new ports and bigger buttons that we will go over later, but looking at this thing, it seems to have the same form factor of the current Joy-Cons, but a little bigger, which hopefully will make it a little more comfortable to use. The current Joy-Con for me is a bit small and I rarely use them. Also, I'm not sure if the color will be plain black or if there will be other colors, as we see some blue on the rail. I'm sure Nintendo will have many colors available over the lifetime of the Switch 2, but this color scheme seems a bit odd. This is most likely some pre-production model or something along those lines. The bigger buttons are much needed. The SL and SR look to be around double the size of the current Joy-Con buttons, and while I rarely use them to game, it would be nice to have bigger buttons when taking the Switch on the go and having an impromptu gaming session. It looks like the button to disconnect the Joy-Con from the Switch is different. We no longer have the small circle button, but now it looks like the Switch 2 will have a bigger button that looks almost like a trigger. My guess is that it's due to the way the Joy-Con attaches to the Switch 2. The rail is officially gone and the Joy-Cons will now be held in place with magnetics. I'm guessing these will be relatively strong, while having the trigger instead of a small button for disconnect will make it easier to disengage them, or maybe the trigger is used for some kind of locking mechanism. We also see a new connection, which is most likely for charging. This connection is right where the player indicator is on the current Joy-Cons, and the indicator is now on the front of the Joy-Con, which we saw in a previous leak. There is also a mystery port above the connection, and many are speculating on a new sensor. I've heard wild predictions of what this sensor could be, but it's most likely another IR sensor that we currently have on the Joy-Cons. With all these leaks going on, it's crazy Nintendo hasn't announced anything or even seemed to acknowledge these leaks. Hopefully in the next few months, we'll know more and officially see what all new secrets these Joy-Cons hold.